Hello, mother bitches. We are here again, motherfuckers. What up, everybody? Chris, why'd you name this stream Ooga Booga? Does it really fucking matter? Does it matter? What if I named this stream? Uh, I don't know. I'm murdering my dog. It might get more clicks, but if I say Ooga Booga, or if I say the most deepest, complex, attractive title in the world, I'm still going to get about the same amount of views anyway. So the titles really don't matter. I thought it would look better me putting that light over there, but actually it doesn't. It looks stupid to me. Do you guys like the way this looks with the light over here? Maybe I should have put it in front of me. I don't know. But I don't like the way it looks. Do I look jacked at least? No, I don't look jacked. No, well, I look okay. But this looks nice indeed. Really? You like the way this looks, Basin? Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep it that way then. Because according to you, you're a gay man, which means you have good taste in how men look. So, Basin, I'm curious because something I always wondered, because if you're a straight guy, it's hard to tell if a guy is good looking. I always say this, like every time I found out, oh, this dude's so handsome, I would look at the dude and be like, that dude's good looking for real? What do y'all see in this motherfucker? But I was wondering, do gay guys struggle with that with a woman? Like when a guy says to a gay guy, like, oh man, she's super hot. Do you look at her and go, I wonder what it is about her that's attractive? What up, Three Fingers? I always wondered that. I should stop wondering things like that, though. I really should, because then the god of this shithole is going to plug my soul into a fucking gay person in my next life and be like, well, this is what you wanted to know. Now you understand. Like, no, I'm good, bro. I really don't want to know. I'm sorry. Forgive me for asking. What up, Wes? What up, Kevin? How y'all doing today? In the motherfucking Dookie Boy shithole realm of fucking misery and bullshit. And struggling and suffering and bad news from everybody you know around you. Hey, Chris, that's not my life. I can't talk about your life. I can only talk about mine. Like I just got off the phone with my brother Tom, and it was chaos after chaos after chaos after chaos. It was this happening and that happening, and some dude ran into his. I normally don't get off the phone with my loved ones feeling 10 million% better than I did before I got on the phone. I usually get off the phone down and out from the conversation because as an empath, I carry their weight with me. And if all they have is that, man, this shit went wrong, it puts me like, where I'm suffering after that. He got into an altercation. He had to piece a guy up. Dude runs into his fucking truck and then like tries to, when he got out and said to the guy, oh shit, you ran into me. The guy got so belligerent, started cursing him out, saying, I didn't fucking run into you, buddy. And he's like, you obviously you definitely did. And by the way, there's something leaking out of the back of your semi. It's forming a puddle. I don't know what you're transporting right now, but motherfucker, who are you? Are you the fucking? He like got super belligerent and like came towards my brother and grabbed my brother, and my brother had to hit him and knock the dude out for a second, and then they called the cops, and the cop came, seeing that my brother was just defending himself, and it's one thing after the other. It's bad news after bad news. It's just always something bad's happening. Man, when am I going to get that call where motherfucker saying, yo, bro, we just won the fucking lottery type shit? That'd be a good call to get, but in this bizarre reality, it's not too often that you experience happiness or goodness, really. It just doesn't happen that often. Clean the house, everyone around me is a base level, so pretty okay. What do you mean everyone around you is a base level? What does that mean? Like a base level human? Like they don't, are you saying like an NPC? What do you mean by that, Wes? Friday, damn. Damn, today's Friday? Is today already Friday? Godly. I said, tomorrow I'm having lunch with my buddy. God damn, that came quick. Damn, that was just like 2 days ago when I was... Anyways, that was last Saturday. It was a whole week ago. Almost now. That's weird. felt like it was just a couple days ago. West, dude, honestly, bro, I've been struggling with that lately. Like, just motivation to do anything, dude. Like, motivation to do anything. I mean, other than the YouTube stuff, the music video stuff that I do, that stuff's fun. I enjoy that stuff. I mean, I am like losing money doing it, but it's fine. I enjoy it, and but I don't know, like to get up and go mow the lawn or clean the house, and I don't know, dude. I'm struggling lately, bro. Somebody might say, "Oh, maybe you should go get your blood work done, or maybe you should quit smoking weed, or maybe I smoke weed to cope with this fucking shithole that I don't like." It never slowed me down. Weed never slowed me down. I work full time or overtime as a pothead, and it's never fucked me up. So, but when it comes to just like caring enough about anything lately, I sort of just don't. And the one that I definitely liked the most was your slightly more previous videos where your room was all blue looking and the rainbow optical illusion thing in the center. You like that background you're saying, Basin? I definitely like the most was yours. Those are your favorite videos of mine? You talking about the background or those as just as content videos? I still have that. It's just it's in another room. I still have the black light and everything, the powerful fucking stage light I bought to illuminate it all and make it look pretty. Dude, you know what? So one of my subscribers had said to me, they're like, "Yo, that dude, creepy boys, little Stephanie over there, she's talking shit about you, saying that you're using your your background to hypnotize people." I'm like, bro, I ordered this fucking thing off Amazon for like $30 or whatever because I thought that the thumbnail looked cool. Like it's really not that deep. But anyways, months go by or years, maybe a year went by, 2 years, I don't know. And then somebody had come to my channel and they're like, "Oh, your channel got recommended to me because your background is a hypnotizing background. I'm into hypnotherapy and stuff." I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I didn't plan any of this shit, but I'm not a fan of the Dookie Boy color either. This tan color, I'm not a fan of that. That's why I painted that room. I just got sick of looking at that fucking Dookie Boy tan. I may paint this one. I was thinking about doing this one with a background, actually painting on a background. Maybe something anime. I'm thinking like black and red, like heavy ink, black and red anime mural or something behind me. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. Do you want me to go back to that background? I still have that one, Jason. What up, John? Sorry, Blue Fits, Truth, Throat Chakra Energy. Really, that's how I felt too. I just thought it looked good. So my plan was to paint the walls that teal color and to do green LEDs on the bottom of the floor and then blue LEDs on the top of the floor. And between green and blue and teal, it was going to give this sort of like, how can I describe it? Almost like a hot, one of those hot water where the steam comes out and all that shit, where the water looks really beautiful teal. Like I was trying to get that almost aqua effect, I guess. But those strip lights fucking were pieces of shit. And that background if you want to. All right, Vazen, I'll put it up, dude. I didn't think people cared that much. Nobody really mentioned it that much. So I was just like, oh, whatever. I'm just doing the Dookie Boy tan shit now. But who needs a good background when you've got a foreground like this? I'm just kidding, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just fucking around. Anyways. What up, Chaco? Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm doing all right. I'm dead-eyed, but in a good mood simultaneously. I've become one of them. Nonconformists, help me. My eyes are dead. What's up, everybody? Yeah, another day in the Dookie Boy realm. Just suffering this fucking pit. That's really annoying on my eye, though. That light being there is really annoying on my eye, or not annoying, distracting. It's fucking annoying. Well, I guess by nature it's distracting and annoying. Is there a way I could point it where it's not like right at my fucking face like that or my eye? Or maybe I don't know. Well, that puts a fucking shadow on my face. That's not gonna work. Anyways, I see a lot of people. They put lights in front of them, like that circle light. I see it in people's like their damn eyeball. I see the damn lights they use, but I never really did lighting. But when you do it, it's fucking annoying. It's annoying putting up a fucking lamp like this. It's just it's distracting to me. I mean, I always sit in natural lighting or what can I say? Not like having a goddamn flashlight in my fucking eye. That's a good way to say it. I don't know. I don't like that at all. Sorry, Mason. I know it looked better or whatever, but I'm not a fan of that shit. Maybe I'll get a one that's just not that bright. One that's not so fucking bright. I felt like I was under the damn hospital light. Anyways, what was this? Oh yeah, this one's called Ooga Booga. I can talk about whatever I want. All right. Well, what can we? Is there anything we could talk about of meaning? Now, I've already talked about it. Is there anything we can talk about to reveal more truth to people? I've already talked about it. Is there anything you guys want to talk about again? There's nothing I want to talk about again, really. Like, I'm not in the again mood right now. But if there's some subject you guys really want to focus on, we could do that. No, it's all good anyways. I prefer pitch black, super dark rooms with dark satanic ritual atmosphere music playing in the background. All right, well. That explains your aura, Vazen. Are you programming yourself to be like a goth vampire or something? Why are you doing that? You should go get some sun, baby. Do some you should go do some bicycling, pedal bike with some shorts on so your legs get plenty of sun. You should go to the gym, Vazen. That's what you should do. That's what I should do is go to the motherfucking gym. Right now, I'm a chunky boy, bro. I'm a chunky. But none of it goes into my arms. Always stay this the exact same size. When I gain weight, it all goes straight into my belly. All of it. It goes straight into my belly and my butt. But anyways, that's all I get. I lose my six pack. Like when I'm bulking or gaining extra weight so I can lift heavy. I just lose the tone on my stomach. That's all that happens. My stomach becomes smooth looking instead of like rippled or six packed or whatever. Not if it's not a black sun. Basin, you've become too dark, bro. You're trying to become like the Dark Jedi, aren't you? Quit playing with me, Basin. I see what you're doing. You're manufacturing a timeline where you're this Dark Lord type of motherfucker, man. What's wrong with you? What up, T? What up, T? I'm currently, you always say, what's going on? What are we talking about? Right now, I'm exposing Vazen as the Dark Lord. He wants to be the Dark Lord of this realm. I don't know who's imitating, who did that in some movie I seen as a kid. But it sounds like Vegeta sometimes. Like when I listen to it back, I sound like sort of like Vegeta. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even trying to sound like Vegeta. I was trying to sound like a psychopath. See, Vazen just wants everything to be blackness and darkness. He wants the black sun to consume all light. He wants this realm to end. I understand his arguments. I do. I actually do. I understand those arguments. This is a Dookie Boy realm. I'm the one that calls it that. It's not a love, gold, abundance, peace, prosperity, happy fucking realm. It's a Dookie Boy realm, which ain't good for us, considering we're subjected to it. Oh, Lord, give me strength. Chris, don't call it the Lord. That's a weird. I don't care. Don't put up Christmas lights or trees. That's a fucking pagan holiday. I don't care. I'm going to put up 10 Christmas trees. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hang Christmas trees from the ceiling upside down by gluing their base to the fucking roof. I'm going to have Christmas trees coming out of the walls sideways. And I'm going to have Christmas lights and decorations on all of them, bro. And it's going to be the most beautiful thing you ever seen. It is fall season. Not only do leaves turn orange and fall into the ground, but we beings fall as well into the voidistic oblivion in the dimensions of turbulence. And then our souls are devoured by entities that feed on suffering. Is the Dookie Boy your word, or you saw it somewhere else? No, that's I made up that phrase. Dookie, I didn't make up the word Dookie. That's been around. And boy, obviously, I didn't make that up, but calling this reality a Dookie Boy realm, yeah, that's definitely me. If you heard it anywhere else, they took it from me. Turn live chat on, bro. It's censored. Oh, shit, my bad, dude. Oh, yeah, I always forget to do live chat. Ask Krakistan, you bitch-ass motherfucker. What up, dude? Can someone please tell Dookie? Oh, God, I'm sorry, Krakistan, dude. I always forget. I'm sorry. I'm a marijuana smoker. I fucking hate, dude, I hate it, too. I hate that shit more than anything, especially when you're being censored by a fuckboy that you can't even get your hands on, and they're like doing it from a distance like a pathetic weasel. That's just the most infuriating shit that you could ever deal with. All right. And then soon it is to be December, which you might as well dick A-ing member to be Why is this funny to me? I'm sorry, I don't know why this is catching me funny. To be decaying members of this sphere as the coldest of blizzard storms consume us whole into sorrow, tenebrosity. Well, thank God for that, Basin. That's correct. I'm sorry, that's crack, bro. I didn't mean it, bro. Month names, another set of lies. Hey, my month, November, the month I was born, is the only month that says no. It's the most defiant month of all of them. And embers in there, which means if you approach me, you're gonna end up burnt, bitch. By what? What does the November month become? The Phoenix, bro. I'm telling you, don't play with Scorpios, bro. Another set of flies. August, a gust of hollow time. March, we march into finality. But why aren't we marching into prosperity? It's like you're putting the negativity onto it. July, may be a matter of time for righteous inferno. Oh my God. No, Vazen, don't do it. Don't kill everybody. YouTube hates me, man. They got me like ultra censored. It's because you're a real one, ass Krakistan. They hate real motherfuckers. They hate our guts with a passion. They want to see our brains boil, but the truth is, our brains boil them from a distance. Fuck them. Basin on Sasuk Arc. May the force be with you. Yeah, dude. Why didn't you turn May into something fucking powerful, Basin? You turned it into some fuck shit. I don't want to march. Oh no, he said May. March is the one you said. I don't want to march into oblivion. I want to march into the Capitol and shove my leg up the president's ass and watch that boy's body split into two different pieces. And then I want to do a front flip kick and use the ball part of my foot like this, boom, like a axe attack, whoosh, right into Hillary Clinton's head, and watch her motherfucking head split open like a fucking watermelon. And then I want to grab Joe Biden behind his neck and fucking and knee him as hard as I can right into his solar plexus. Literally hear this motherfucker choking to breathe or whatever. What were we talking about? Why did I just start beating the fuck out of politicians? What were we just talking about? What is a year? What is a calendar? What is a day, week, month? Made up concepts that we use to set up random meetings to particular fancy times. Yeah, but time does seem to be sort of existing, right? Like we do experience some sort of time. I know we always say there's no such thing as time. Everything's infinite. And infinity, there's no such thing as time. Time's an illusion. But as human experiencers in the simulation, we definitely experience some sort of progression of time. Actually, I had a gray hair in my cheek. You just can't see it because the camera sucks, but it's there. Trust me. It's super. It's not gray. It's actually my gray hairs don't come in gray. They come in white. But I had one in my cheek. That wasn't there 10 years ago or 5 years ago or even 2 years ago. So there is some sort of aging or progression of time thing happening. And if time completely didn't exist, and it was observable, we would be very confused and we wouldn't know where we were. One second we'd be 7 years old again. The next second we would be 114. The next second we would see a dinosaur in a prehistoric age. I don't know if dinosaurs existed. I don't care. I'm just using this as an example. God, the truth community actually becomes a constant apologetic. Like you actually can't even just have a normal conversation without saying, "Oh yeah, but I know about that theory, and I don't mean to say it this way, and I know about." I just that shit gets old. It's like I'm sick of bouncing between different cults. Like all of y'all are stupid. How about that? How about not a one of you motherfuckers actually knows what you're talking about? How about that instead? How about every one of y'all's living in delusion? How about that instead? Because again, there's a group of very, very intelligent individuals in this reality searching for the truth, and they never found it. But you're telling me you got it with your little weird shit going on, your delusion? Like, nah, I'm good on that. Delusional people have no place in my life. The way age is different now, like older people from decades ago look really old compared to old folks now. Oh, I think I look my age, right? Don't I look like I'm 40 years old? Do I look like a 40? I think I look like a 40-year-old man. A fucking goddamn handsome 40. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, bro. There's a 15-year-old retard inside me. It is what it is. He's always going to be there. I love him. He's one of the voices I refuse to kill. The way people, yeah, it's true. Actually, Kyung, the way people age is weird in some cases. Like some people's whole faces change as they age. Like if you see me when I was 25, you would see me now, but my skin would look a little smoother and younger, and you know, but it would still be me. But man, there's some people, and I mean even in their early and mid and late 20s, who somewhere along their lines, I don't know if it was in their 30s or 40s, man, their whole fucking head shape changed. Like you can tell it's the same person, but man, some people really age different. Or they get to a certain age and then just everything gets weird and they change their whole look. I don't know. I think I'm going to be one of those motherfuckers that you're just going to see an older version of that guy. You're going to see this dude get older and older over time. But I don't think I'm going to be one of those motherfuckers where my whole head changes. And like, I don't know. I always thought that shit was weird, but this is my projected image. The way people, yeah, it's true. Like older people. Oh yeah. I don't know. Man, I don't know. You know that there was not just good and bad Jedi's. There was cis bad ones, Jedi's good ones, but there was another Jedi in the film, the Gray Jedi. They balanced both the good and bad. Be the Gray Jedi. I want to be the non-Jedi. I don't want to participate in any more drama, suffering, misery, worry, stress, worried about the dark side, the light side. For me, I'm just like, this is stupid. This is stupid. I don't like drama and all this anymore. You got some point. I feel like all these truth shit be some weird metaphors, but none really know what's that even mean. Yeah, nobody knows. Again, who's man? I'm telling you, people that were probably twice as intelligent as me have been searching for the truth for hundreds of years. They would have found it. You would think it would be worse with all the toxins and poisons, but all we find are more new opinions. Oh no! In my little cult, we do this. In my little cult over here, though, we do this. Ooh, it's all about yoga and body positions. Ooh, and then there'll be somebody saying, no. If you do those stretches, you're allowing demons to enter you. Ooh, And then we jump from one retard to another, to another, to another. And we do the human retard round table of stupid ideas and stupid opinions and mental delusions. No, I'm done. People who have, oh, that may be it. I never had kids, so hopefully I age gracefully into my 50s and 60s if I live that long. I don't see it happening, but people who have kids at my age look like 50. Yeah, I believe it. Stress is really what ages you. It would have been awesome to age backwards like the film Benjamin Button. Oh yeah, I would definitely go back into my 20s. Well, I would. People say, "Well, Chris, would you want to live forever?" It's like I want to live in a healthy, powerful, strong, tough, horny, wink, wink, state. Yeah, I would. I would like if I'm gonna be in this dookie boy realm. Maybe knowing the truth is the afterlife will set us free because knowing the truth here has only made us existential. See, so Delino, most time I argue that the argument of the truth setting us free is actually sort of maybe in the long run, but actually in the observable reality, the more truth you learn, the more enslaved you become, the more you're under the rule of tyrannical weirdos tormenting you and poisoning you and killing you and starting wars. And the more truth, in quotes, truth you find, the more enslaved you become, actually. It doesn't set you free. The truth enslaves you, actually. But maybe in the long run, I don't know. I don't. So there's the possibility that it happens. I don't believe it happens. I think if we're here, and we're trapped as you could ever be. And no matter what we want, it don't really matter. But let's hope I'm wrong. I don't want to steer anybody wrong. If you can leave this realm, get the fuck out of here. How many more mud flood videos do I need to watch? I need a break from research. Oh yeah, I stopped watching the mud flood shit like 4 years ago. It's just another one, Delina. You'll see. You'll know that's what the quotes truth community distraction matrix machine does. It'll find you a new one. Then it's going to show you the moon map theory, and then it's going to show, and it's just like, bro, I'm done playing this machine's game. My physical experience is not a good one, and I'm subjected to tyrannical, evil weirdos that feed on human suffering. All this other shit, it's like, bro, if the mud flood, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna live my experience during this era, and it's not a good one, and we don't do anything about it, and I don't like it. And humanity's constantly subjected to evil and nastiness that they don't deserve. And I don't like this reality. I think it's a hell pit. I really believe it's a simulation. It's all scripted. People will read their scriptures, but then tell you this isn't a simulation. People will tell you in the book of Revelations, it tells you exactly what's going to happen, like a scripted experience about to happen, but then pretend this isn't a scripted simulation. It's weird. But I understand it. I understand beliefs. I understand the way beliefs work, especially if you're raised up in that type of family or a religious family. Like it really gets into your brain. It gets into your brain, and it's very difficult to break those delusions. If you really think about all this, it's all retarded. I would agree. Yes, sir. We we role play some truth seekers, but we don't really know shit. Absolutely. Let's be real. Thank you, Kevin. I only want to be around real people from this point forward. I no longer want to live in this person's opinions, that person's opinions. I'm up to listening to things that make sense, but living in delusions and stuff, I'm just not interested. And you all should not be either at this point. You should see this matrix doing what it's doing. Like, the only real tangible truth I ever found was just the entirety of the present moment itself. Yeah, I guess you could say in our observable reality, yeah, that's true. The closest you can get to the actual truth is the present moment. That's true. That's true. Oh, I'm a truth seeker. Why do I not live in the present? Huh. Hmm. Anyways, So many are conspiracy obsessed now, especially with the recent Charlie Kirk event, tired of people investigating as they are the scripture distractions. The way the Matrix does it, Kyung, it does it where the event is so bizarre that when it actually happens, there's 8 different observable conspiracies all happening simultaneously. Isn't that weird? That's all I know. I exist. Charlie Kirk was just another random person, another tool to cause more division to distract the masses from who be the real parasitic demons during the or burning the zones, and yet that succeeded. I studied Buddhism to learn how to master impartiality. Just give me the what. Explain that word. What is it? Impartiality. Just being impartial to things, or being what? What do you mean? Like detached? I gotta have to look that up to even have an opinion on that. I don't know what impartiality means, but gotta make them fucking old guy noises, baby. I say that, man. I've been thinking about my age a lot lately. Like, yeah, I'm not, I'm not definitely not my 20s anymore. But I really don't feel all that different. I don't feel all that different than when was in my 20s. I mean, I have my unhealthy days where you could say like I ate a bunch of shit I knew I shouldn't have ate for like 2 days straight, and then I have my unhealthy days where it's like like I just don't feel too good and body starts aching or having like bones creaking and popping and shit. Like basically like get old after you eat unhealthy. Scripture really alludes to predestination. It sure does. All I know this world wait, scripture really alludes to predestination. Well, it doesn't allude to it at all. It just defines it pretty much, doesn't it? It really just does. Like, this is what's going to happen, motherfucker. That's a script. What are you saying? Like, God, we're a part of a play and it's already been planned? So then we're all scripted. Okay, well, then you can't punish anybody for being evil. That was their script. What do you, I don't know. Anyways, all I know this world is scripted. That's it. Who really is, I agree, Kevin. Who really is behind? What is this? Why are we here? We can have theories. It's all. Absolutely. Kevin, you have evolved to the next stage. You are a true truther. I don't know who you are, you son of a bitch, but your mind has truly snapped out of the matrix. Perfect impartiality is a detached, balanced mind. Okay, yeah. I would say either you do that or your circumstance will force you to do that. Endless mysteries and theories, hamster wheel. Absolutely! Everybody's waking up. Good job, guys. You guys did a good job in your awakening. I'm proud of you, motherfuckers. I don't think this is the first time we've done this, though, guys. And I mean this to everybody. Like, I don't think this is the first time we've done this before. I don't know, man. I just get a weird feeling this has all happened before. I just get a weird feeling sometimes that this has all happened before, just in different forms. Maybe back in the 1100s when it happened with us, we were wearing robes instead of jeans and tank tops, but it was still all us that this was happening to. Do you guys ever get that feeling? Like almost like you have known these people before, and we did all this before. You guys ever get that feeling? I get that feeling all the time. I'm like, oh, I knew Kyung, just it was in a different form. I knew fucking Bazin, it was just in a different form. We all played different roles then. Some of us may have even been criminals. Some of us may have even been crucified. But I think I've known you all before and we've all done this before. But I don't know how that makes sense in my mind. So maybe maybe on a deep level I understand that I'm just the energy that powers the body, and this energy will get used again. And maybe we've done this so many times that we have run into each other through other lives. I mean, I don't know that we would have had. What up, Kazak? fun playing Super Nintendo back in the day. Fuck yeah, we would have, dude. Are you kidding me? That was my spot, bro. So my heaven is being 10, 11, 12, whatever, playing video games in front of the TV with nothing to do but that and a 2 liter of Mountain Dew. That was my, as a kid, that was my heaven. Give me some fucking Mario Kart, some Street Fighter. Fuck yeah, bro. We would have had a blast. I love video games. That's one of the better things of this reality, which is interesting because it's one of the more simulated versions of reality. It's not as real life as real life is. You know what I'm saying? It's a simulated version of reality, and I prefer those moments to the real realm. Those are some of the best moments I had in my life was playing video games, gaming with my buddies, playing online games. Some of the most best times of my life was in simulations. Humans prefer that's why I say we are a simulation. We just don't know it, but humans prefer simulated realities to real realities. Again, if you just go to the grocery store, the supermarket, you'll see how simulated everything looks. You'll see a square of red. You'll see a square of yellow. You'll see a square because they keep all these peppers with these ones. They've all been cleaned off, and it's simulated. It's not real. It doesn't. There's no dirt. There's no branches, leaves, nothing. It's all already been perfectly. And we prefer that clean, proper, well-kept environment. We prefer simulation. Real reality feels chaotic to us. So we are simulation. We have access to so much video games, movies, and entertainment, but my current. Oh, yeah. And to me, these are all just another form of that. When you're watching a movie, just because you're not pressing buttons does not mean you're not involved in that simulation for that moment. It's not reality. These people are acting. You know it's all fake. It's a simulation. It's fake. But you prefer that in that moment. People would rather watch their animes, their shows, their movies, their whatever, their video games, their sports, their simulated versions. We prefer simulated and perfect and organized to chaotic and disastrous and dirty. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? You guys definitely do. Yes, I get the feeling that we would have. Yeah, we would have access to so much video games, movies, entertainment, but my current self isn't excited like my younger self would be. Which means that now humanity as a whole is going to probably, this is a potentiality. If you believe in manifestation, consciousness, all one, blah, 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 then that could mean that we're going to have to manifest some sort of excitement into this realm as a collective. I don't know what form that's going to come in. Probably VR simulated realities, young, like literally shit that bypasses the neurons in your brain. I mean, you literally feel like you're in the game type shit. Don't tell me you wouldn't. You would. I would if it was easy and cheap. If there was a $200 helmet, I could go right now. And I'm literally there with Kyung. I see Kyung like he's a real motherfucking person existing with me, and we're out here fucking slaying zombies. Fuck reality. I'm going straight into VR. Is that my, oh, Chris, you're evil, or you're, no, I'm telling you that I would prefer a better experience. And people say, oh, the VR's trapping you further. Trapping me further? I'm already fucking as trapped as you can get. There is no trapping us further. We're in the simulation. We're spawned up in it. How the fuck could this thing trap you any further? It would literally have to put you in a cage and hold you there. You're already as trapped as you can get. But if I could be laying in a bed all sickly and ill, trying to remember the old days, or go whoop, put on a VR helmet and be 20 years old again playing football the same way I did when I was young, I'm going to wear the fucking helmet. Forgive me for not wanting to be in misery and boredom and a shitty experience. No, but you're selling out to the Matrix. The Matrix is better than the real world. Escape the real world, then we'll talk about whether or not this thing's trapping me further. I'm already as trapped as a motherfucker could get. I was spawned into a. Anyways, like, how much more trapped could you get? Like, look around. We're forcefully subjected to old age, dying, paying taxes, evil governments, and all this shit. I'm trapped by all this shit. So the very nature begs a question: what is real then if I'm not? You'd have to define real. I don't think we can define real from within the simulation. It's a version of this. It probably looks just like this, the real world, but that'd be my opinion. If we are energy, is our energy just blindly following fate? Yeah. So if I plug your computer into the wall, did that electricity get a say so whether or not it was getting pulled into that machine to be used for this objective? You're going to be used to power this machine for this a lot of time, but look, it has no say so. It's just electricity. It goes, we're the energy, we're the power supply. We go to sleep, we repower the body, we create energy, whatever we are. We're like some sort of battery or something. Energy or electricity, we are electricity. Whatever we call the soul, it's just some type of electricity in a machine. Fatalistically one without a second, or is it intentionally placed created by some other? Oh no, I think it's intentionally. Well, that's a weird way to say it. So I think once the simulation was intentionally started, things spawned up in it off of you could say game laws. Like if my parents decided to have sex, it's going to spawn a new character named Chris. All these so-called spiritual channels just make pointless bullshit videos that are never going to take you anywhere. Well, they're just constant illusion. Just listen to the words they're saying and say, is that true? Nope. Is that true? Nope. Is that true? Kind of. Is that true? Nope. Is that true? Nope. Is that true? I'm not sure. And if you, by the end of the video, if your no jar is filled to the fucking brim and you've agreed with nothing because they're literally living in a delusion, selling you lies, it's easy to throw it out. It's bullshit. But to be honest, truth probably is out there, is just gatekeep from us. We just slaves who woke up after all. Now motherfuckers who was born in these elite families probably a whole different spectrum of knowledge. I don't know. I don't think that they're as knowledgeable as you all believe they are. These elite families, I think that they're assigned those roles by the thing that assigns roles to people. And they're just thankful they got them. And they'll do their rituals or sell themselves to their gods or whatever. And whatever's playing all the game is got a big smile on its face. When I mastered impartiality, I escaped the curse of the knowledge of good and evil, but God took over my life. God's been had your life taken over. Like, when do you think? I mean, if there was a God, there's no such thing as a God, at least not of this reality. What do you mean? So, Matthew, when you say God took over your life, can you tell me something that's pretty solid, or is it going to be so mysterious? Well, I got lucky and got hired at this job. Like, don't give me circumstances. I mean, like, did some dude show up or some entity or some glowing light and say, Matthew, I'm moving into your life now. Things started moving around. Like, what happened that makes you say such a thing? Because it pisses me off a little bit, because I've been asking and begging and pleading at God for a large part of my life, and he never showed up. I was getting battered and watching my brothers, my siblings get battered in front of me, asking God to help, and God never showed up. And you're going to tell me, oh, you had to go through that, man? You are a sadistic, most evil parent that ever existed. Matthew, I just so you know too, I love you being here. I love the conversations. I'm animated. Sometimes I may look like I'm getting angry. I love our conversations. I think people need to hear these conversations. So I'm not trying to scare you away or intimidate you or nothing like that. I just don't agree, and I have my opinion. Uh, Maybe just quality of information, Kevin. What do they know that you couldn't eventually imagine or infer? And where did they get this special information? Where did they get it? Did they read another book we ain't heard about? Man, fuck you guys' books anymore. Books seem to be the first form of the internet. It was books back in the day that were rabbit holes to fucking keep people constantly deluded and confused. Now it's the fucking internet. And people's weird opinions, and not you guys, I'm not pointing at you, I'm just saying like people's different fucking opinions of everything. The body puts out about 100 watts of power. They are good people, but the family, they are good people, but relationships, family breakdown is a big problem. $5,000 retreat, haha. God laughs at us. I would agree with that part, Matthew. God's got a bizarre sense of humor. I believe in the God of Israel because of my realizations. What did you realize though? Is it going to be straightforward, true, practical knowledge, or is this going to be some weird, mysterious stuff like I was walking once and I heard a sound that didn't exist, and I looked up, and above me was a flashing light, and I said, Lord, please show me who you are. And like, if you're going to tell me some weird shit, how can I take you serious on my channel, bro? Do you believe that this realm was created by the demiurge, supposedly considered a lesser god? Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. So I think that this realm was created by a team of motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I mean, you guys know what I believe, right? I mean, I've said this a million times. So I believe that we were created by a team of developers like Rockstar. Now, if you ask me as a character in this created simulation, who's God? I actually can't answer that question. I could to answer it and say there's creators, but I couldn't say there's a God. This God idea must be something from the original realm that I don't know about. I don't experience this thing called God. It's probably Lime. So is that the name of the team that developed this simulation? Is it were they called the Demiurge? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. It's probably Lime in this movie Maze Runner. I think you meant like. It's probably like in this movie Maze Runner. Well, we just can't know fully what's going on, and beyond this shit are well. That's absolutely true. Again, if we just stick to what's observable, Kevin, what you just said, what's going on. If there is some sort of magical truth out there that actually exists, we're kept from it. We're subjected to an experience that we don't want, and the truth being kept from us is another aspect of this our wording us realm. And beyond this shit are beings who watch us knowing all this shit, like experiment or some shit. Yeah, it could be that. Maybe an experiment, and we're kept in the dark because, well, if we found out the truth, that the experiment wouldn't go well. I don't know. I just know that our observable experience is a hellish suffering, misery one. And you don't have to listen to me and call me pessimistic. Just go look at the statistics of depression, suicide, and psych meds. Just do 10 seconds of research to know, man, something's really bad here, you know? But I think it seems nonsensical to think that the real actual God will allow our lesser God to create this reality. Oh yeah, of course. I think it would. If it's a simulation, the God may not have liked it. Like the same way our parents didn't like us playing video games, right? The original God may not have liked them creating this simulation, but they're like, well, you created us and we want to have these experiences. And it's like, okay, fine, do it, but I don't like it. Remember that song, What If God Was One of Us? A Stranger on a Bus. What if God was one of us? What if God is all of us? I don't know. What if God was one of us? Okay, now what? I don't know the motherfucker, so it don't matter to me. Maybe he's watching my channel. Maybe I am him. How would I know? How would he know? And what difference would it make? But I do remember that. So I actually like that song. It's like a gentle song, isn't it? It's like, what if God was one of us? It's like that. Just a stranger. Oh, is that what it says in the song? Just a stranger on a bus or something? I had a near-death experience, and there is a tapestry. I don't know. I'd like to meet him. I think he'd be depressed and miserable, and tormented by internal demons because this reality is a projection of him. So he'd probably have a lot of sorrow and inner demons and experience. And there is a tapestry of Abraham's tomb of the same realm I went to singularity realm of light spheres. Oh, okay. You're actually explaining this to me. Okay, so you had a near death experience, and there was a tapestry at Abraham's tomb of the same realm, a singularity realm of light spheres. That's weird, Matthew. So, yeah, some strange experience you had that none of us really have access to that's not practical to us. I don't know, could be deception. The same beings that torment us the other 364 days of the year just did that to you to manipulate you into being okay with suffering this hell pit every day. What up, Tommy? Oh, shit. Why didn't I see your messages? There are good people, but relationship family breakdown is a big problem. Oh, I didn't even see those messages till just now. That's weird, Tommy. How you doing, brother? I found a pic of the tapestry in 2019. Oh yeah, dude. There's going to be tons of things these entities line up to manipulate you into having this belief, but they never really answer the question why you're suffering this experience. Again, the other 50, 60, 70, whatever years you're going to get of your life. This place is a shithole cesspit of misery and depression and struggling for everybody. You think rich people have a great life? Maybe in some ways, but their misery and struggle and suffer just comes in another form. It comes in some other form. It's a suffering pit we're in. It just is what it is. If there is a God or power above us, its objective, observably, is to toy with humans and torment and suffer them. To me, that is so blatantly obvious and observable. The fact that I have to say it is retarded to me. The fact that I have to say that to a bunch of grown men and women out there watching is crazy to me. Chris, I watched a vid before they talked about American Army getting ready for something. All right. I don't know what to say about it. Whatever. It doesn't affect me, matter to me. I have zero effect on it. Uh, hope there is no bigger war. Well, that's what they want, Tommy. They want this. This reality wants you. Isn't that all this reality does is produce events like that, Tommy? Just shit that stresses and worries you. Notice what the machine's doing and step away from it, and just be like, yeah, that's all you ever do. You want me to be scared that bombs are going to drop? You want me to be scared that you know Osama's going to start a war, or Obama's going to start a war, or some wacko's going to start a war, or Trump or Putin or fucking Israel? And it's just like, this reality's stupid. And all you weird degenerates that are in a place of power that start wars and fund wars and make money from wars should all be set on fire in front of humanity. You should all be hunted down like wild fucking animals and treated as such. I'm waiting for there to be an army revolution where our military finally says, okay, fuck this. We see the evil. We're done. We're not playing this game. We've researched it. We're going to go bust them now. Enough's enough. And they literally start drone bombing evil, elite fucking psychopaths that always start conflict and war. I hope that day comes. Duck and cover. They want us constantly reaching to future scripted events and wars, loose harvesting, in my opinion. They just want us hoping. They love when we hope. I hope it'll get better. I hope there's a savior. I hope when I die I can get out. I hope when I die Jesus saves me. I hope. Bunch of hoping ass fuckboys in this reality. Bunch of hoping fuckboys. It's pathetic. It's pathetic and sad, actually. It's unbelievably pathetic and sad. Hope junkies, that's what we've become. These delusional hope junkies. Yeah, just let me live in my delusion. Oh, man, you guys let me down, humanity. Y'all have broke my heart with your weakness. I mean, it's, I don't know how else to describe it. People that fucking do that. But I mean, I understand that there are victims. This is a hell realm. Monk mode, just watch this script going, no emotions. Oh, you're staying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I guess I am completely detached. Like none of those things matter to me. So when he says it, like when Tommy had said it, there's an initial almost arousal of those old emotions to me now. Like when he said, I just seen a video and it was war. Who said whatever he said the original thing. It's sort of then it's like instantly died and went away, and I didn't care. It's and I don't want to feel those attachments and emotions or stresses and worries about this and that happening. I'm glad it's dead. I'm fuck this reality because that's all it does. It dishes out events to you for you to stress and worry about. I'm sick of this place tormenting me. Are you guys sick of being waterboarded by reality? Like, seriously, are you guys sick of it? Are you guys sick of being tormented by tyrannical, evil elites yet? When are we going to finally get tired of this shit? Never. Never. It never happens. We wish. Wishing is the wish joint is right next to the hope joint. Smoking hopium, a little bit of wishium. Let me hope and wish. Hope and wish. Hope and wish. Man, put them joints down, bro. Put those motherfuckers, set them on fire, throw them away, dude. Humanity's not like me. Sure, I wish. Let me get down that wish joint. I wish they were. But again, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other motherfucking hand and see which one fills up first. The majority really love to look up to the big daddy authority figures like Trump. Yes, because, and I'll tell you why, from a psychological perspective, because from the ages of 0 to 7, you're in a state of dependency. In those ages, you are literally being programmed to be who you're going to be for the rest of your life. Traumas in those ages will affect you forever. There's almost no breaking them. So, in your most programmed age, you were in a state of dependency. Mommy, daddy, help me, save me. It never goes away. Majority, yeah. Yeah, we are all programmed that way, Kyung, based off the way the human avatar is. By default, the very nature of the existence, by default, we make good little want a mommy daddy slave bitch boys. And the hardest programs to break in the mind are the ones that were formed in those ages. Smart enough to detach on this thing. I learned a pipe dream means opium pipe dreams yesterday. No, I thought a pipe dream was like something that's so unreasonably silly to even think about. Santa Claus fantasy doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. Solidifying in the kids' minds that it's okay to pretend fake things don't exist. Yeah, you shouldn't do that to a baby. That's really stupid to do to a baby unless you want to program them into a delusional grown up retard thing. What up, Cosme? I'm going to try and find a partner to share with. Fuck yeah, Tommy. Good luck to you. Hopefully, you find a conscious woman. I'd say, I don't know how old you are, Tommy, but I'd say get a woman that's more mature. Find a more mature woman. You'll have less issues, less problems. Um, I don't know where to meet a mature woman. I don't know. Go to bingo or something. Go to bingo, bro. Meet some woman in her 50s or something. Partnership. I don't want to be alive. 49th February. Okay, so a woman, yeah. So any woman you meet is probably going to be. I mean, well, no, that's a far fetch. I'd say 50% of the women you meet are likely to be mature if you're staying in your age category. And age don't always mean it. Actually, I've seen women in their 20s that are more mature than women in their fucking 50s. To be honest with you, so age actually doesn't dictate maturity. But I would say life lessons help. By that age, they've sort of felt their mortality. They sort of realize, well, maybe I should deal with things that annoy me more easily. I don't want to be single no more. You know, they would appreciate your very presence even more. I would think. Maybe I'm wrong. Lying is a huge problem among people. Honesty can be like a superpower here. Yep, Matthew, me and you agree on this 10,000%. Honesty and genuinity, being genuine and honest and open, is such an underrated power. Uh, I'll never get married or have kids because that's the only way to defeat God. Wait, Matthew, you're confusing me. I thought you aren't you the God person? Aren't you a Christian or something? Now you're talking about defeating God? I'm confused. Man, I can't remember people's names, bro. Uh, I would say that's a good way to at least end your bloodline's cycle of torture is to not have kids. But that actually, if I didn't have kids, but my brother had three of them, and now they're having kids. So it even if I don't have kids, it's not ending my bloodline, but it's um, it's not suffering any other souls. I'll say that. I'm in my own personal battle, I guess. Oh, that's good. Or is that good? No, it's not good. It's not good that you're in a war, that you're always struggling between good and evil, and in some drama written in man. It's like it's almost like your dad started a fight that you weren't even there to start, but now you got to go and fight the fight. It's like, what the fuck, Dad? Why would you even put me in a situation like that? You're supposed to be my dad, motherfucker. Why didn't you fight this shit? I did meet a good lady by I think, but I think she is maybe on the 30s or late 20s, and she told me she's getting engaged, but told me to come back and see her again next week. Oh my God, that's not a good lady. She's getting engaged, but she wants to see you again. That's not a good lady. That's a hoe. Not lady by. I meant lady but. Lady but. I think. Oh yeah, I knew that. What, Tommy? What makes you think she wouldn't do that to you? She's the type of woman that gets so bored of one man that while she's about to get engaged to him, she's trying to talk to some other dude. Ain't the type of woman you want to be with, bro. What the fuck are you doing, poor lady? Yeah, I wouldn't hook up with her. She's a vile, nasty person, I think, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Maybe she has a sweetheart. She don't seem like it. If I approached a woman and she was like, "Excuse me, I have a boyfriend," I would respect her. That's the type of woman I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? You still into distracting yourself with meditation? No, rarely, dude. Rarely. I just can't get into it, man. I wish I could. I've been thinking about going to a gym and just training, practicing, sparring, rolling with people, but Dude, honestly, I don't have the fucking energy for it anymore. If so, there's a good fight coming up on PFL between Paul Hughes and Usman Nurmagomedov. Who the fuck is Usman Nurmagomedov? That's two different. Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, Ash Crackston. That's two different fighters to me. Who the fuck is Paul Hughes? That sounds familiar. I know there's a bare knuckle fight coming up. There's that's Jeremy Stevens and what's that dude's name? Mike Perry. He's funny to me, and he's from my hood. I'm pretty sure Mike Perry's from Florida. So, but I really like Jeremy. I hope Jeremy Stevens wins the fight. No offense to Mike Perry, I like him too. But I really like Jeremy Stevens, and I hope Jeremy beats him because he's the smaller guy. No other reason than that. He's the smaller guy. I want him to win. But if he lost to Mike, I like Mike too, so I wouldn't be upset about it. But am I going to watch it? I don't know. I'll probably look at the results. I'm just not that into. I'm not that into any. So I downloaded a game, Dragon Age: The Veilguard. The first time I tried to play it, I didn't get through the character creation. I didn't finish character creation. The second time I tried to play it, I got through character creation. I think I got onto the game because there was some opening cutscene, and then I lost interest and turned it off. So it just ain't for me, dude. I sort of enjoy making those music videos. I think it's fun. I get inspired. Somebody will give me an idea. Like Shengel popped in not popped in out of nowhere. I talk to Shengel all the time. But on one of his comments that I hadn't read yet, he had said, you should do a video on this. And I got right on it. Because I woke up looking for inspiration. I was like, I kind of want to make one of those music videos. What can I do? And I was like, okay, there we go. And actually, before that, I was trying to make one with T and Kyung, but every fucking scene I tried, man, I was trying to make it so like it was like a video game, sort of like Shining Forces, to where it would go from like a top-down perspective, and we were like fighting. But man, it just kept jumbling it up and turning it into a cartoon. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. AI is really good at photorealism. It's really good at certain things if you're talking about like mystical or stylistic styles, I'll just say different styles. But man, there's some things it struggles with. I was trying to make like a clip of me, Kyung, and T going through a dungeon, killing like archons, and then we, get to the final stage, and it's like a demiurge. And he's like, and then enters the combat mode and shows me and T and fucking Kyung sitting there. I made Kyung because he wanted to be a mage, but I already talked to T. T wanted to be a mage. I was like, what kind of mage do you want to be, man? Because they were both wanting to be a mage. I was like, you seem like a frost mage because he likes to turtle and shit. And he likes to run flags. So I was like, you would be a frost mage. Like you want to slow people, ice block, be annoying. So you sound like a frost mage. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. So I said to Kyung, well, what do you want to do, man? You want to be a mage too? Are you okay with an arcane mage? And I made him an arcane mage. And I was just going to be a druid because I always thought, if RPGs became real life, I would either be a shapeshifting druid, so I could go into like bear form and fucking eagle form and fly form. That would be tight. Or I would be a summoner, a warlock that summons, undead minions and skeletal archers, and just the idea of having like the dude from WoW or whatever, the Inferno. Just that pet alone makes me want to be a summoner. He's a bad motherfucker. That's a sir. They've gotten behind the barracks. What shall we do? I'm the dude that's like, I've got the guy for that job. Fucking boom, breaks the whole fucking front of the fortress down, bricks flying and shit. So I'd either be a summoner or a druid or a healer. If I could heal, well, druids can heal too. I'm pretty sure they have heals. They're not as good as like dedicated healers, but last one between them is a banger. PFL. What does PFL stand for? I know I've heard about it 1,000 times. That's the something fighting league. What is it? The professional fighting league? Is that what it's called? What are your thoughts on astrology? I told AI my birthday with year and said, tell me about myself, and it was actually really accurate. Would you consider trying it and seeing how accurate? I have done it. I've done it on stream a bunch of times because it's very accurate. Go do that. Fuck astrology, bro. Go do that personality test where it's like the INFPs and the INFJs and all that. That thing's fucking accurate, dude. That thing's accurate. That thing tells you exactly who you are. It's like, well, okay, I guess I'm a scripted character. Fantastic. Thanks for letting me know. But it is, I guess, cool to know that about yourself. Like, whoa, like if I look at myself from that perspective, I can see my strengths and weaknesses, right? I'm sort of scripted or programmed to be that way. LGBTQ here. I've got a lot of gay people on my stream as Krakistan. I was just surprised and I was like, whoa, how did it know? Yeah, it is. It's surprising. My astrology thing's pretty similar, and my personality thing was very similar. I didn't even finish reading it, to be honest with you. I didn't even, but I got about like 3/4 of the way through, and I was like, Jesus, this thing's like me. It's exactly fucking me. But anyways, yeah, that's interesting. The date that you're born. And how does that work if, like, really there is no difference in days? There isn't. There's the sun thing, that orb thing circulating and doing its little thing, but it's still the same day it always was. We just get the sun near us and then it goes kind of far away from us. And then we get the sun near us and then it goes kind of far away from us, but it's still all happening in the exact same day. So is it really the day that dictates your script, or is it the position and location of the sun at the time you were born? Well, I may have just came to another realization. That's two good realizations on the stream, or three now. So I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Um, I was surprised, and I was like, "Whoa, how did it know?" It can be surprising. It's pretty interesting. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap this stream up. I gotta go get some groceries because we ain't got a fucking thing to eat in the house. And so, let's see. Yeah, I did for mine too because I know my exact birth date and time, location, all that. Easter, wait, a heat anomaly that day. Huh. Who knows what that means, Matthew? All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for understanding me and making it where I don't feel like I'm a crazy motherfucker. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.